you know what I didn't fix? The autosave issue. But that is a-okay because we are manhandling. Alright, so, summertime. Everything feels a lot smaller than it should for some reason. I don't quite understand why. But it's a-okay because it's just my eyes. So, we're gonna be doing a lot of digging this time. Probably gonna be expanding into the art of actual brewerying. Hopefully. Sure. Actually, no, don't do that. Don't do that. That takes too long. We will just use the granite as a. Well, then again, it's a little early for me to make quantum stockpiles, so I'm not gonna. I'm gonna keep that in. Okay, so this is the second pipe. Excellent, excellent. Now, this is the beauty of having that second pipe. We're this is Cave 1. This is definitely Cave 1. And this is what? Marble with sphalerites? Sphalerites or zinc, isn't it? That's not important. Any animals down here? Nope. Okay, well that'll be interesting. For the time being, we're not gonna dig into it because we do not have the infrastructure in place to handle any accidents that occur because of it. We're just gonna let it sit for now. Because the priority focus is still in the art of developing our main fortress. Now we should get our war leader something to do. The first migration is always like just a handful of people, so it should be okay. Well, it should be okay in the sense that we should either get some raw talent that helps us, or we should get some bodies that we can throw into the war camp training regimen. It'd be nice if the old trick with the room full of stabbies. Like I don't remember when they changed it, cause it's I think it was an intermediary version where I missed out and I didn't really pay attention to it, but before it was possible to, you know, have rooms of sharp rooms of upward spikes with training spears, and just kind of, you know, machine room your guys into being legendary soldiers. But now those spears actually have like have reasonable damage to the point where if you're not properly armored or clothed, you get the shit beaten out of you. Which means that sadly, we're gonna have to train the normal way. So what's everybody doing? Okay, the smith is not doing anything, of course. It's gonna be a while before he does anything. So the first pipe is obviously not going anywhere. The second one is... Okay. So we're gonna have to find a diversionary path. Or rather, we're gonna have to find either a diversionary path or we're gonna have to build our own set of stairs down here. And I think that's what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna build our own set of stairs right there since it has a Z level of exactly 1. It's a cavern. It's a cavern that's exactly 1 dragon high, so we should be that should not be too resource intensive to just build a set of stairs in exchange for not having to detour for like 20 tiles or so. Everything's good. You sure are easy to please. Well, this is gonna be the month where nothing happens, huh? So let's chop some more trees while we're at it, just because we can. Well, in any case, I hope we get some farmers just to ensure that our workers no longer have to farm. And we can do like our mass plant gathering scheme of feeding this entire fortress through mere scavenging. Or technically it would be gathering, wouldn't it? And of course, these guys are dancing all night. How are we doing on our I cannot tell, there's too much information. And we need beds. Well, I mean, it's not that we need beds, I guess. It's that we need to set up our beds. So this is storage, workshop, housing. Okay, so I'm not fond of the idea of them of having the houses right on the main causeway, but hey, whatever. The housing level isn't a place where they should visit very often, so for this place to be pretty inefficient is not that big of a deal. Although I do wish I can see exactly what minerals are around here, so let's also add some veins in the process. Let's see what we can find. Granted, I have only 3 miners, so this might take a while. 1 through 5, well... Yeah, I forgot that pig iron steel takes 2 because it's 1 charcoal for the reaction and then 1 charcoal for the fuel. What are you doing? Pig iron, okay. Okay, we have 9 seeds for some reason, so these guys have been eating their spinach. We are all gathering plants, I imagine. Just about, yeah. How much do we have? Granite, I mean. 28, we need 36. Okay, I'm gonna put the kibosh on production for now. What a good timing, because we don't need it anymore, specifically speaking. I'll let them continue collecting food, because that's kind of important. Yeah, the fact that they have to go cross-country just to drink water is really cutting into our work time. It is now almost midsummer. Question, what was that? Okay. Wait, what do you need to make clear glass? You need sand and what, ash? Yeah, because pearl ash is just rock salt, or rock crystal. So, I think. So we need to make some ash after we find our magma, so we can begin processing that sand into beautiful, beautiful glass windows or something. Also, does sand? I mean, sand is basically silicon, right? It's a silicon-based, what, compound? Mixture? Probably a mixture, because, you know, it's sand plus all the other stuff that's inside of it. Or not inside of it, but in a handful of sand, it's silicon plus some other stuff, but... So in that case, wouldn't default sand color just be green, or be clear? Right? Because you need... In order to have color, you need extra pigments, so... And that extra pigment has to come from somewhere. Unless a dwarven kiln just turns sand green. Maybe that's what's happening? I don't know. I don't know. Oh god, I'm tired right now. I don't know why. I guess that has to do with impurities in the forge, causing it to burn green or whatever. Anyway. Anything interesting? Oh, there's a GCS. Wonderful. Just what we needed. So, okay, so that means we should probably do like a two-step defense, right? Where I put in rows upon rows of giant swinging blades here, to ensure that I kill the shit out of anything that tries to move here. And then we set a secondary layer of traps, of cage traps, to ensure that we can maybe at some point tame our giant spiders. Because like I still have the old fear of giant spiders where they just kill everybody, and I feel like that fear is still very warranted. Okay, we need our stills very quickly at this point. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to ask you to priority finish this area, because that's where we're going to be keeping all of our dry food. Wet food, alcohol, will be kept in a different location to ensure that we have enough bins. And of course seeds will be kept in their own location as well, because that's how this thing works. So I'm gonna build a still here because it's in the region. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna put the still here. I'm gonna put the kitchen here. This ensures that this is stupid. I can't make up my mind. I cannot make up my mind. I don't like the idea of blocking off the entrance, so it doesn't look professional. I'll put the kitchen along with the dry food, and I'll put the still along with the wet food. And of course, I'm gonna have to ask you guys to prioritize our food stockpile, clearing out the zones for our food stockpiles. Eventually, they will be fast enough that they can actually clear the entire, clear our needed constructions in about a season or so. But they're not there yet, so we don't care. Yay! Manpower. First, make steel. Alright, let's see what we got. We got a farmer. I'm just gonna call them all by the same overarching titles, because I can. Okay. Ooh. Welcome to the military. It's a good thing you have such a useful job as jewel making, otherwise I would actually care. So this peasant, 63 years old, no labor, no combat. A very good talker, though. And that's... okay, that's not quite it. Alright then, maybe that's the case. I'll just turn you into our bookkeeper. In the meantime, you can learn how to chop trees. Ooh, a novice weaponsmith. But you're a farmer. Is that everybody? No. Wow. Fish. I care a negative amount about fishers, so go farm. Do something useful. More farming. Yes, excellent. These guys will be the backbones that feed our military. This is a very large group for a first. I was gonna say day, but for the first immigration group. Anywho, the workers now no longer need to farm, so they can single-handedly focus on their mining expeditions. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna stockpile dry food here. No barrels allowed. We're gonna get rid of that, so they can begin clearing out these barrels for actual later use. Whatever, that'll be fine. Okay, make one more charcoal. Because we need another axe and another pickaxe. Or pick, sorry. Begin brewing. Also, we need to get these goddamn seeds out of the way as quickly as we can. You never see it coming. You see my mind is too fast for our eyes. Nice, nice. Alright, now this area stores only wet food. Good. Okay, this area actually, I slightly lied. This area stores wet food and empty barrels. So if you do not understand how to search for alcohol and you are thirsty, you are just a little bit screwed. Yeah, there's 100 barrels or so, and only 10 of them have alcohol. If you can't find it in 5 searches, we kick you out because you're obviously not dwarven enough. Also, we need to get some mugs or whatever at some point. For now, though, I think we're fine. Okay, make battle axe, make pick. And restart granite construction. Bloodstone. Sounds dirty. Cabbage. And plum helmet spawn. A lot of plum helmet spawn, wow. Actually, do not do that as top priority. Do that as okay priority. Fuck. Do that as okay priority. There we go. Go forth, my farmers. It will. I'm reasonably sure that like this group of farmers will be enough to like to allow our fortress to be, you know, to provide enough food for the fortress without having to go and do anything else. Also, goddamn tetrahedrite and hornblende. So yeah, the dude, whoever's gonna be sleeping in this room in particular, is gonna wake up with a few fingers extra. Ooh, wow, 20 of Midsummer already. And we need doors and tables. Oh goodness, we need tables. Table, bed, door, and chair. Make it out of larch. Because why the fuck not? Make everything out of larch. And we shall have the office of the manager right on the doorsteps. Yeah, maybe one level lower, but still one door's. There, that's better. That way, when you go into the fortress proper, you have to check in with the manager. And it is his job to clock you in and out of the work that you're not getting paid for. It'll just be like real life. Nice. Although I'm still a little disappointed that I have not seen any sign of like I have not seen any sign of magnetite so far. I mean, even if we don't have magnetite, having just like a little bit of silver would still be pretty cool. So I guess that means that what should be the go-to weapon for our for the boys and girls of our military? Oops, that's not the right thing. Larch. I'm thinking mesas because I like the I still like the red uniforms that they wear. I mean, yeah, hammers are still more useful, but red is better. Anywho, we now have a place for our manager to do his or her work. Get to it. Okay, so we're now out of we're out of brewables then. At least for the moment. That doesn't matter because we got plenty of alcohol for the size of our fortress. And this is what I was worrying about. Okay. So we're just gonna have to bite the bullet now. And give ourselves some minecarts. So far we only need this one to make it out of willow. Hurry, 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 time's of the essence. Okay, okay. Is this built? Yes, it is built. Alright, good. So now we can actually have set up our quantum stockpiles to save on, whoops. Take everything. Take everything. Alright, good. This will ensure that we have all of the space we could ever want without it cutting too heavily into our frame rate. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now we need buckets. Actually, now that we have a manager, we can actually just give orders now. Make us 10 buckets and make them out of ginkgos. Yeah, there we go. I usually end up having like a stockpile for food, a stockpile for seeds, and one for drinks. Because I rarely have ever actually used my seeds, and they end up building like all over the place. So having them by themselves was just seems like a smarter idea. We should also probably build some cages. Anywho, the workshop level. Well, I mean, I don't want to go up, so we're gonna go completely down this time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Since workshops are always 3 by 3, except for some of the special ones. Yeah. Just make everything 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then an extra line for the prettiness of it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Good. Nice. And this should be enough production capabilities for what we need at the moment. Dural Sazir has become a miner. How often do you think people make miner jokes in Dwarf Fortress? Like, how often do you hear people say to miners, like, oh, you can't drink because you are a miner? Ha 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 ha. And then how many murders are committed by those miners who are just completely sick of hearing that joke over and over and over again. Either way, framework of our keep is almost complete. So the purpose of having the keep is that it lets us have our primary meeting area above ground, which means that our soldiers will not be affected by sun sickness. If they, if our goal is to constantly attack, then we should be able to have soldiers who are not vomiting as they try to kill people. Because that doesn't strike a very fearsome image. Though it is a fair question as to how we're going to organize this. Oh, right, shenanigans. Training. Oh god, the training. What time is it? Late summer. Oh no. Whatever. The problem with the training is that we can't train because we don't have these things to train with, and now we're out of hematite. Oh. Alright, fine. Armor stand, weapon rack, making it out of almond wood. Go for it. I mean, if we can't train, if we can't train based on weapons, we'll just train their, like, basic skills. Or maybe I should go with swords. Axes are reserved for use against trees and trees only. We will not sully our axes with the blood of people. They are too holy for that. We must only use our axes to fight against our #1 mortal enemy, and that is the tree. Well, that's largely because I don't like the idea of using a weapon. I mean, technically, like, lumbering axes are weighted differently than fighting axes, are they not? Like, a lumbering axe is more about it's more. I don't need both of them. It's more about the putting the weight in the head, so you get the greatest strength out of their swing. While I think a combat axe is more like, it's more balanced, so you don't kill yourself after each swing. All right, begin training. Well, whenever they're ready. Oh, a troglodyte's fighting a cave crocodile. 2 troglodytes are fighting a cave crocodile. Nice. The cave crocodile is losing to a troglodyte. Kind of badly at that. No, they're not trying to kill each other. They're just they're just irritated that they're in the same area. Okay. So you're tired, nauseous. You got the shit beaten out of you. But otherwise, you are a okay cave crocodile. You're not dead yet. Yeah, but you're healing back up just fine. So, fair question, I think. What is a fair question? Which is that, currently this cave crocodile is quote-unquote standing up. What is it doing that's considered standing up? Individual combat drill, okay. I mean, like, you know, is it legit standing up on its two hind legs, or is it just, you know, it's still a quadruped, but the difference is whether if it's like 6 extra inches off the ground or whatever, or just like a single extra inch off the ground. Also, we need a dining hall. Okay. I think I will dig out this entire area. No, I will not do that. I will not do that just yet. But I will dig out the entire area to take advantage of the fact that this is stone, and that therefore it can be smoothed. Which means we need some up and down stairs here. Still training. Lead striking, watch striking. Why is the idiot leading the striking? Nice. We made buckets. We also need doors, no? Q, J, M, Q, door, rock, 10, make it out of schist. Because we're gonna have a lot of it, and it looks, color-wise, close enough to wood that I think nobody would be able to tell the difference. We can't do 2x2s, can't we? We have to do 2. If I want to do this thing where I'm saving 50% on my doors, on the production of doors, I would have to do it by 2s. And, yep, okay, good. This is one of those instances where I kind of wish that the game would continue while you're doing designations, so it doesn't feel like nothing is actually happening. Okay, good. How much is this? So the left wing is going to be 2 sets of 16. Or 2 sets of 6, right? 2 sets of 6, or 2 sets of 6, 2 sets of 6. So this is 24. It's another 24, so this is housing for 48 people. That's not bad. So we need 5 of these, about 6 of these in total, right? To house a full fortress of 200. Okay, that's not too bad. We're probably gonna go a few Z levels down just because it's gonna be more convenient that way. But most importantly, where the fuck is my magnetite? I want my ores, damn it. So we roll the dice, see where they may Okay, move all the seeds over there. So what's the last area gonna be for? Autumn has come. We have no time to find out. We're gonna do cloth leather here. We're gonna not have any bins because for the latest in this particular in the previous version there was an issue apparently where clothing and leathers and to a lesser extent weapons were not being registered as useful if they were placed as usable if they were placed inside a bin. I have not checked in this version, so I have no idea. In any case, it is now autumn, and we're gonna have to take a break of some undescribed length of time. Our two dunderheads have begun training. They will be ready to fight in about 5 years' time. Nah, I'm half joking. Hopefully it'll just be like a year before we can begin forging our men through metal. Either way, time for a break. See you in the autumn.